Yeah. But they say zip it.
You always get caught up, man. Say we live, man. We live
Oh
in
shit.
effect.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
What's
welcome,
up?
welcome, welcome to another edition of the Elite Mancast. You know the background, we be doing some crazy stuff backstage, man. So you know.
Yeah.
But y'all, man, this is a great day to be alive. Thank you. 'Cause, we living it today, man. Everybody's going through
Yes.
elevations, going through challenges. And you know, I think that's when it's time to that's when you finna get that blessing, man, because God's testing you to see all the challenges. You can overcome this, you can overcome the next phase, and I'm finna send you through.
Yeah.
So,
You
man,
know.
that's what we're doing tonight. We're gonna talk about the environment versus the identity. Because a lot of people get that
Mhm.
confused, man. Or a lot they don't get it confused. They just don't know how to separate the two. So
Mhm.
tonight, man, we're gonna help y'all along this journey with this environment and identity. Because we don't want y'all to be thinking that y'all environment is giving y'all the identity. Like the Crips and the Bloods or the Vice Lords and the Disciples, or you know, thinking they run
Mhm.
a block. This my block. Bro, you don't own no real estate on this block, so cut it out. But y'all know we got the panel, we got Mr. Michael, and we got self-made millionaire. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying?
Sir.
He just the word was too long. He couldn't put all that on there, y'all.
Yeah.
But Mr. Self-Made, what you got for us tonight, man, on this topic?
Man, how y'all doing tonight? I just want to say, interesting topic. Because the environment shaping identity, like you mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Your environment pretty much exposes who you are or what they want you to know, or who they want you to be, rather.
Yeah.
Um, I chose to stay true to myself. I mean, I learned from the environment, but other than that,
Mm-hmm.
the environment, they really don't have anything to offer me.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to make my own rules. I don't break rules.
That's
I'll
it.
change them because I mean some things I don't agree with. So, what you got, Mike?
Well, I would say it's a powerful concept, and it explores how much of who you are is shaped by where you come from versus who you choose to become. And back as a child, I was told once by my barber, it was like, "Yo, you're from the projects, but you are not of the projects."
That's what
So
I'm
when he
talking.
told me that, I didn't really know what he meant. But then I was, like Jesse Jackson's passing, and they start talking about his famous quotes, right?
Yeah.
So I realized Jesse Jackson, he said, "You may be born in the slum, but the slum should not be born in you," which is
Mm.
basically saying the same thing, meaning where you begin does not have to be where you finish or who you become.
Yeah.
So that's what we're talking about, the environment versus the identity.
Yeah, because it's great.
So,
It's definitely where a lot of people, I just believe that a lot of people get caught up in, you know, just like me. I'm Oak Cliff Society. I'm an Oak Cliff dude, and I put it everywhere. I stamp it on everything, and I show people the Oak Cliff, Oak Cliff, Oak Cliff. But I do this. We do this man cast to show that we are more than that. You know, we
right.
learn every week. We evolve every week. We every day it's a habit being changed. It's a habit being forgotten. It's a habit being released. I ain't gonna say forgotten because you can always remember stuff that you forget. But it's a
Mhm.
habit being released, and then it's a habit being created to become. On this journey, we always have to remember we are becoming something on this journey. Because if
Yes.
you don't become, you never will be. And that's where the
Mhm.
stagnation comes in. That's where the stillness comes in at it. You're trying to figure out how can I evolve? Why am I staying stuck? Because you're not doing your research within. Because a lot of people look like, because we was taught in churches, oh, God is outside of us when whole time is God is within us. That's the
Mhm.
voices we hear in our head. So that's what we doing, y'all. We creating these changes. We creating these new habits for us to, to just to give y'all, just an insight on these things that we do within ourselves in our day-to-day lives anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Well,
One of
Yeah.
the
go
what's
ahead.
that? And I
Go
was just
ahead.
about to say one of the notes was the relationship between environment and identity is dynamic interplay where the surrounding physical, social, and cultural shapes a person's sense, while dealing with the self-identity turn influence to how they interact with their environment.
Right. And
Mhm.
see,
I like that.
with mine, I got, the environment
Gemini,
is everything around you. Uh-oh. Two-Face. Uh, with everything around you. And that's your neighborhood, your family, your upbringing, your culture, social norms, education system, your media and influences. And this quietly programs your beliefs, your habits, and your expectations. So basically, your environment is the sculptor. Your
Mhm.
identity is who you believe you are. That's your self image, your values, your internal narrative, and your sense of purpose. So you act in alignment with who you think you are. So
Mm.
this is the thing that we're talking about because the two, they work together, but they're different because you don't have to be, you can be identified by your environment, but your environment is not who you are. That's just a
Mhm.
place where you began. And like I
Right.
said at the beginning, where you begin is not where you end. Because just like running a race, and that's what this life is. This one long, hard race. And you
Yeah,
was at the starting point at birth,
I
where
can
you
say
grew
this.
up at.
You
Mhm.
shouldn't you shouldn't end where you started.
For real.
Yeah, I know some
For
guys that's
real.
40s and 50s that has not left the block.
Right.
They
Me too,
still talking
actually.
about what they did in 85, bro. Right now.
Yep. Remember that pass that I missed? Or that pass that you caught?
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
man, you
yeah.
way back then, yo, how many things you done since?
They nothing.
Nothing, exactly.
They've been living that same lie. And he didn't
Mhm.
even catch the pass. He dropped it.
Right. Be
I
like,
was
oh
listening to
man,
a
that
guy talking
cost us the
Dollar Tree the other
game.
day, and that's what he was saying. Like we was talking about cars, and I
Mhm.
don't even know how we got on the subject because I was in there shopping, and it's like I'm going to get my circus peanuts, and it's like he was talking to somebody else about a Cutlass, and oh man, I had the Cutlass. I think he said a Cutlass Supreme with a rag top. And I'm like, nigga, you driving a 85 like Ford, like I don't know, a Ford F-150, like you
Yeah.
talking about
Mhm.
the speakers and everything you had in your car, and now you might want to finish stocking these shelves at Dollar Tree. That's what he needed to do. Like, why you living in the past, bro? Like, stop living your life.
Yeah,
Right.
man.
Trying to impress people. Like,
Mm.
well, look, all right.
With the pass. How do you
Yeah.
Yeah.
impress people with the pass? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. I was like,
I
okay,
used to play
what you
ball in
doing
junior
now?
high.
Nah,
Oh,
man.
Yeah. I used to be able to jump off the roof
you
back
used to
in
have
junior high.
hands.
I damn sure did. I'd be scared to jump off the second step. Nowadays, I'm like, oh
Dang.
shit, this gonna hurt. I know. I jump off the second step. I'll be walking around with a limp for 2, 3 days. I'm like,
Yeah,
nah,
man. You come
let
off
me
the
take it
curve too
slow.
fast, huh?
Yeah. Mess around and sneeze and blow out my damn back. Say,
You don't want to come.
sure.
You don't want to come skiing then.
Oh, man.
Hey, I really do, but I gotta warm up for like 2 or 3 days before I get up the slope.
Oh man, you gonna miss most of the trip. You start skiing at 7 in the morning.
I'll be out there. Let me get this back right.
Get this stretch. Yeah, he got to stretch. He
Hey,
got on knee braces. He got to put some knee braces,
yep.
some icy hot, all that on before
I
we
see
go.
how
And going straight to the hot tub when I get off the slope.
But yeah, man, we got so the real tension is this: environment influences identity, but identity can eventually challenge the environment. And a lot of people don't like
Hmm.
to challenge the environment, to say that, I may have been raised in this chaotic environment, but this environment is not has not shaped. I mean, this environment has shaped a lot of us, but I'm not what this chaos is. I don't have to be that. But you see so
Right.
many people, they stay into that moment of, chaos is this and this who I am, and oh, you can't change me, and this type of thing. It's like, no, I'm not trying to change you. I just pray that you see that the changes you need to make within yourself, because this environment that you grew up in is done taking a hold of you, and it won't let you
Yeah.
go because you don't want to let it go.
Right.
You see these people, they grew up in this circle, this bubble of their friends. And then they look at their friends like, man, one day we gon' one day it's like, bro, one day it's been 5 years.
Yeah.
You haven't set a goal, and you haven't even accomplished a goal. So what does that come about? When do you say, hey, I gotta at least set me one goal, or I gotta do something different than what my friends are doing?
Yeah.
Because you see these young people. So now today, everybody's on social media doing the same thing. We all
Yeah.
TikTok dancing. We all doing the challenges. It's like, bro, what is this about? You know what I'm saying? I challenge you to stay off of social media for 6 months and do work on yourself. How about that?
That would be the
That's the new
challenge.
challenge.
That would be the challenge.
That would be the challenge. But that's what we do, man. That's where we at right now.
That's it.
Hmm.
No, I got it in this research. It says here that psychologically, your environment connects to behaviorism, which suggests that human behavior is largely shaped by external stimuli and conditioning. But then it says identity connects to concepts of cognitive psychology, which focuses on how thoughts shape behavior. So now it's
Hmm.
just to figure out how each works. For example, growing up in survival mode, you develop hyper awareness and aggression. Being raised in abundance, you may think bigger and take more risks, but toxic environments normalize dysfunction. Where at the same time, when it comes to identity, you might defend your identity even if it's limiting, but you can rewrite it. For example, you can say, I'm a product of my environment, and you stay stuck.
Right.
Or I'm evolving beyond my environment and you grow. The key idea is identity decides what grows from those seeds. It's like the environment is the seed you plant, the seeds of who you might become, and your identity decides what grows from those seeds. It's like if you plant an apple seed, you're going to expect to get an apple tree. But in
Yeah.
this case, you can change the seed.
Yeah, because you have to realize whatever it is that you plant, you can have poison ivy seeds in one hand and
Hmm.
apple seeds in another. Same thing that works in your mind. Like, kill
Hmm.
that seed soon as it starts, you feel like it's starting to blossom, kill it, kill that thought. Because
Yeah,
whatever you plant is gonna grow.
exactly.
You
And that's what
plant
it is. We
apples, you
don't
get apples. You
Yeah,
plant
we don't talk to ourselves enough. A lot of
right.
us do. You know,
Yeah.
Actually, we do, but we're saying the wrong things.
we agreeing up on the easy stuff.
Yeah. Are we having those limiting discussions like, or I can't do this, or this ain't going to
Mm.
work, but you ain't
Right,
even tried. So you're
right.
limiting yourself before you even give it a shot.
Mhm.
I seen a post today on somebody's page. Oh, I know it was on the page that I seen on Sadari's page on her stories. It say, why is it so easy to be a YN nowadays? And the dude answered, he say, because you don't have to think. You don't have
Yeah.
to you don't have to do no thought. You don't have to do no thinking. You can just act stupid. You can do stupid stuff and no consequence, and then think there's no consequences behind it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, I want to be a YN. I'm gonna be a YN. It's like, nah, bro. Why? Because it's so easy to do. I can just act a fool. I ain't gotta have nobody tell me how to learn.
Hmm.
And like I say before, a lot of young people, as soon as they hear that word, ain't gonna say young either. I'm gonna say old people. Young, as
Hmm.
soon as you hear the word, oh, I graduated already. Graduated from what though? You
Yeah.
graduated from learning how to follow instructions, but you never graduate from the school of life.
Right.
And life gonna keep on teaching you. And
Yeah.
the more you thinking with your brain and thinking that you got all the answers, because see, when you're thinking, you ain't doing nothing but what your subconscious has done already.
Mhm.
A lot of people think that thinking is advancing and learning, and no, thinking is doing nothing but remembering the cycle that you've already been through, the books that you've already read. That's when you're thinking. But when you're living out of something, you're living from your conscious mind. That means the mind that's spontaneous. That's the mind that just does stuff, don't even know the consequences of it. Because a lot of us, we sit around and, oh yeah, man, I thought about this for a minute. You see what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
you've been
Hmm.
thinking about the same thing that you've rehearsed in your head 100 times when you should have just did it and thought
Right.
about, okay, I can fix it later, but let me just do it because I got it in my head right now. When we were
Hmm.
young, that's what we did. That's what YNs do. They don't do no
Yeah.
thinking. They just be, that's wild out. I'm gonna
Yeah.
spin the block again. Bro, don't you know the people seeing that car you was in?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah. It's true. And the thing is, people think it's either the environment or your identity that's going to dictate, but actually it's neither. It's either or actually, because it's like a dynamic relationship. Your environment is going to influence your identity, but your identity can override your environment. If you change your identity, you can change your environment.
that part right there.
And that's what most people miss. And a lot of times, you know, like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air TV show. They got in one fight and got sent to Bel Air, California, halfway across the country. And that's supposed to change who he is. He was still the same person that he was, but he learned new things. He
To
saw
become.
new things. And
Right.
the awareness of something new and different is what helped to change his identity. Because if
Hmm.
you only see the same thing all the time, you're only going to do the same things.
That right there.
So you
Yeah.
got to get out of your environment. I mean, see, when I was living in New York, people were talking about, yo, man, I ain't never been out of the hood. In
Right.
just a whole 2 block radius, there ain't never been more than 2 blocks in any direction. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's crazy to me. So they
Yeah.
don't even know what's past the second stoplight.
Yeah.
They don't care. Everything is
Man.
within that 2 block radius.
I mean, that's like when we heard Hurricane Katrina out here. A lot of people they never left New Orleans. They did
Right.
not leave.
Hmm.
They did not leave until FEMA
They
came
were
through and
forced to.
moved all those people. Like, man, I've never been in Texas. I've never heard of Austin, Texas. I
Right.
like it here.
Hmm.
Like,
I like it here. Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what it is, man. When people start saying, this may be where I'm from, but this is not who I am. That's when you
right,
start to see the change in a person's mind. You start seeing the changes in their action and their habits, man. And
right. It's
nobody,
true.
it's a lot of people don't want to say it, but you know, that is what it is.
Yeah. It's actually the same thing with going to jail. It's like some people, they feel like, okay, I'm locked up, so I can just wild out like an animal. They're keeping me locked up. But it's like, you don't have to be.
Right.
I'm like,
You
you
locking
can be
yourself
just
up.
because your body might be locked inside of a cage, but your mind is not.
Yeah.
You can do so many different things. You could be other places, but
I got
half
a
of them, it
partner of
won't.
mine. He got his MBA in prison.
Yeah. And that's what you're supposed to be. I mean, if you ain't got nothing else, you got time to do whatever the hell you want to do. Because you can't go nowhere. What you want to do? Sit and play spades all day?
Yeah.
I mean,
Do push-ups. They gonna get out looking
yeah,
good. Yeah, they get out looking
yeah,
amazing.
but they
when
ain't going nowhere. And
I
they
was
end up right back in.
when
It's
I was
like if
young,
you
I
don't
wanted to go to
change,
jail just so I could come out buff, like it was
That's
a
it.
factory. You go
That's
in
yeah.
it.
small and you come out.
Oh
And the thing
man.
is, it's like life, if you don't learn those lessons that life teaches you, you're going to just keep repeating them. So you got to
Mhm.
change your identity eventually. Just show life that you learned that lesson. And now let's move on to the next step. That's when
I
you
can't.
start to level up.
I
It's
can't
like
move
women
on.
complain. There's so many women like, Why I keep dating the same type of man? There's men saying the same thing because you ain't changed nothing.
It ain't changed nothing.
You got to try to change yourself. Once you change yourself, the quality of your relationships will change.
The
The
quality of
quality of
people,
your decision, your
the quality
decision
of
making.
people and decision making. Yeah, yeah. The
Yeah,
quality of decision making is going to change the people that's going to come around you.
right. Because you're going to change your environment just by, okay, man, he done changed. I don't want to hang out with him. But then you
Yeah.
looking at these people, they have these conversations, you're like, man, this shit's so boring. What the hell am I sitting here for? This don't even make no sense. Let me go over here and read a book.
Uh-huh.
It's just how it
Uh-huh.
is. Where you start, and all it has, it just takes becoming aware of what's actually going on. Once you
That
see that
part.
what you've been doing ain't doing you no good, then you start to change. You start reading, you change your identity. It's like once you change your identity, you change everything. That's when
Yeah.
your life can go in the direction that you probably never thought it would, because now you're in alignment with the positive things in life. You start getting opportunities that you never even imagined
You can
because
say
you
that
done
again.
leveled up.
Because I know
Hmm?
when said you can say that again, because like I said, I went to school for computer science, so hacking was my forte, and changing my identity, it was a beautiful thing. Over and over and over again. Like, who I'm gonna be this week? But yeah,
So,
Nah, that's for
yeah.
real, bro. We have to. Let me see.
definitely.
No, that's what a lot of people, man. That's what a lot of us rather, Let me say this right here, the hard truth. Now, a lot of people confuse adaptation with identity.
Hmm.
They
Hmm.
become what helped them survive, then think that is their true self. You know what I'm saying? And then what it is that it may not be, but sometimes your identity has been covered up by your environment so much to whereas you just like, I'm not gonna do nothing else because if I become something else, people think I'm fake. They got
Hmm.
to see the real me. This is me. This is like no, 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 no. You've allowed your neighborhood to cover up your trueness,
Who
your
you
growth.
are, right?
You've allowed your neighborhood to cover up the fact that you can become more than what you seen yourself as in the 7th grade or the 8th grade or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh boy, I used to knock them out. You come up on me, I'm busting your jaw. It's like, bro, you still talking like that? 50, man.
Mhm.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? You're 50. You need to stop.
Yeah,
But
that's
we
right.
get caught up, man, because we haven't been exposed to new, like Mike said, dude ain't left the block. We ain't been
Yeah.
exposed to a new environment. Uh, Self-Made said, dude ain't left Katrina since Katrina. He had to,
Hmm.
Katrina uh,
It forced them to have to move.
forced them to have to leave. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we see ourselves at, man, and we don't realize that once we just read the books, man, do the homework, man. And it's like we don't want to do the homework no more because man, I'm out of school. I ain't got to do that. I ain't got to learn. I'm straight. I make $24 an hour. Yeah, don't even realize that 24 ain't nothing, man, compared to
Yeah,
your growth, the growth that you could have because you
exactly.
steady limiting yourself to trading time for money. You steady trading your time for somebody else's dollar, really, because you really should
Yeah,
be getting paid the $50 an hour that they charging the other people.
yeah,
Whoever that they
exactly.
selling the business to, they telling them, say, bro, I got workers for $100 an hour. All my workers make $100 an hour, but
Yep.
they just giving you a quarter of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then you
exactly.
thinking, well, I'm doing it. Now, bro, you just making 30. If you make 35 an hour, if you make 50 an hour, they making 200. Or they making the
Hmm.
150 because they charging 200. That's business.
Yeah.
That's the
They
big
don't
business, though.
understand. Oh
Yeah.
gosh, they don't understand. Like I said, 46 employees.
You
Hmm.
feel me?
So it's
You
like,
feel me?
well, I haven't had one that asked me like, how much you make a week? Because
Right.
first off, it's none of their business, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's 46 of y'all.
But
And
all
none of
they
y'all
worry about
complaining
is
about
what
y'all
they
pay.
make.
Just show up to
Right.
work. That's all I need you to do.
Yeah. And
Right.
that's all they really care about.
Yeah.
That paycheck at the end of the week. They don't care
Yeah.
about nothing else. Let me go in
Nah,
here and finish this job. Don't even want to be there. But they going in there because they need that paycheck.
Yeah.
that part.
It's
No,
like you
that's
got
for
to
real.
think of something more. And
No,
see,
that's for
the
real.
awareness is exactly where you start to change.
Mm,
So the moment you become aware of the difference, that's when you start gaining power. When you start to realize that you are worth more and you want more, you start reading and doing the self development. It's like the sky's the limit because you're like, man, why didn't I do this sooner?
mm,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
still, I mean, every week we going over these topics and I'm doing the research. But as I'm doing the research, it's still instilling more into me as far as personal development because
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, this is what I need to be doing. And to be honest, just this week, I actually realized how I done let myself go. Even though we've been doing the show, I've been doing the study, everything is the same. But then it's like, yo, I was getting up in the morning. I'll say, well, I'm gonna get up at 5 o'clock and get started working early. And then here it is, 7 o'clock. I'm just getting up. And it's all because I don't have to report to anybody. So I can get up when I want. But then I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell am I doing? This ain't me.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
now this whole week, every day, I'm up at 4:45, out the door by 5:30, starting to work. I'm like,
mm.
I got to get back to who I am. And it's the awareness. It's like I let myself slip and I already know better. So think about the person that don't know. They just going through life on autopilot. And I actually shifted backwards, but now I'm back to where I want to be, shifting back in the position that I deserve to be and where I'm definitely going to step forward. So I actually
Yeah.
saw myself going in the wrong direction. I'm like, yeah, I'm working for myself now, but it's
Yeah.
like working for yourself means you're going to work harder than you work for an employer.
That's why
And
I'm up in
that's,
the.
yeah,
That's
that's
why
the
I get
part
up
that
at
didn't
4:30,
translate.
5 o'clock, man, to do that, man, just to go to the gym. So when my day do start, I'm already motivated.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I'm getting to now myself. Like Monday mornings, hot yoga for 5:45 is when it starts. And I got to
Hot
drive a half an
yoga,
hour to get there. Hey,
hot yoga. I
that's
like that.
stretching them muscles, man. I can't walk
Yeah,
faster, but hey, I be
yeah.
feeling it. I be feeling good, hurting like hell. But I'm like, yo, you got to do it. I'm doing it because I want to do it,
Nah,
not
that's for real.
because I have to. And that's what
Yeah,
makes the difference.
that's the biggest
It's
difference.
like,
What people don't realize, man. When you're doing
yeah,
things that you want to instead of things that you have to,
yeah,
that's what you call living. That's what
Mm,
you see
yeah.
yourself as in the future. And that's what, if you're not trying to identify yourself as the future, you're going to forever
Mhm.
be in your environment.
Yeah. And be comfortable right there,
mm,
stuck. That's that. Just like last week's topic. Topic. Comfort corrupted you. You ain't going nowhere. You'll
mm,
stay
Comfort
there
corrupt. Yeah.
complaining about why you ain't moving, why my life ain't getting better, why he got all that and I ain't got shit. You ain't doing what he doing.
Yeah, right. The work
I was
on
listening.
yourself.
Yeah, I was
Self.
listening to EYL earlier.
Yeah.
Excuse me for cutting you off, but and they were talking with Eric Thomas. It was like an old interview, but
Mhm.
Eric Thomas, he was talking about, look, these people, they looking at you on your show and they want to do what you do and be like you, but they don't realize that they have to go through the same thing that you did. You got to learn. You got to study. You got to actually put in the work in order
Mhm.
to grow. And that's the part that everybody's leaving out. And now he's got a conference coming up in April. Well, Eric Thomas
Right.
as a conference, and that's what it's about, getting people out of that zone of being stuck to start doing what they need to do to get ahead. It's called the one percenters, what he's calling it.
And what I've seen so
Um,
many people do, go to these conferences, write down all the information, take all the notes,
I'm
do
doing that.
all of the, bought all the gear, and
mhm.
then 2 weeks later, oh man, my job got busy. I had to start doing this. My kids needed. It's like,
Yeah.
nah, man.
Hey, I'm
That's
guilty
why
of
I'm
it.
glad. I'm really happy for us, as a group. Even though we lost one, but it's like this is what it's about, man.
Yeah.
Continuing even when nobody's watching. This is who I wanna grow because nobody's watching. I
Yeah.
want to study these things. I do the self-development, not for the validation, not for the fame, not for the glory.
Right.
I do it because I want to change my narrative. Nobody in my family has ever been a millionaire. Even me and my little cousin, most we done made was 100,000. You know what I'm saying? For us put up and sit down and looked at, but millionaires, they haven't been in our family. But we didn't
Right.
do 100,000 legally.
Mm-hmm.
And my 100,000 was in and out. It was coming in and
Right.
going out. But I know I was making it because
Yeah.
I was able to have two families at one time.
Right. And support them both. Right.
And we
But that's the
was all
thing.
happy,
Yeah. Like they say, easy come, easy go.
Mm.
When
Easy
you make
come,
it,
easy
you
go.
make it easily, you get it, but then you out partying and spending it. And
That's right.
just think, all
Yeah.
the money that I made doing stuff like that, it's like if I had to just invested a tenth of it, even 1% of it, where I
Mhm.
would be now. But that
Right.
thought wasn't in my mind. That was the farthest thing. Saving money,
Mm-mm.
knocking all kind of shit down.
Yeah.
Saving money, that's just putting the emphasis on what I was saying.
Yeah.
Because I know
Yeah,
one thing I
man.
can say, like where I'm at now, I enjoy the better quality of drugs that I can buy. So much better. So much
This
better.
dude always
Nah, it's like
talking
a better
about them
quality of life.
drugs.
Like if I had my mindset now that like if I would have had my current mindset back then, I would have
Yeah.
been so much further. But it's like I enjoyed the
Hmm.
journey to getting to where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So like,
I can say
having
that too.
mental flashbacks, be like, man, I did some crazy stuff, getting high in the Lord's grace. And
Right.
I'm like,
Right.
Hmm.
damn, okay, cool. Now I see
Yeah.
where it brought me up to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
46
that's just the
employees.
thing.
That's what it brought you up to.
Yeah,
Hey, hey.
and you know what's crazy though?
What up?
I can look back and say, well, I had a rough life. I did a lot of crazy shit in my day, but I actually lived my life.
Hmm?
I
That's
wasn't
why I told you,
sitting
look
in
good and
church
faithful
every
now.
night doing nothing and still being broke. I
Yeah.
mean, I've had money, I've lost money, I'm still trying to make money now. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm in the process of recovering all that I lost over the years because I definitely done put money into circulation. Now I'm waiting for some of it to come back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and you could just sit back and wait for things to change, but waiting ain't going to change nothing.
Mm-mm.
No, it's
Not
not.
a thing.
Nope. You have to go out and get it.
And
The fact, no, I don't wake up for anybody, but I have to show up for myself. So me getting up
That's
early,
cool.
right,
I
That's
have to
cool.
do it. Like, no, I don't have to wake up and go answer to a boss. But then again, I do. I have to see
Right.
my reflection
yeah,
every morning.
answer to me, right?
Yeah. Like, so that's what it is. And I mean, yeah, working for yourself is great, but in turn, you're still working for other people because it's other people's business that's coming to you. So it's
Right. You
like it's
got the
indirect.
service to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when people
Bad
be like, man,
customer
I wish I was in
service,
your
you
shoes,
go
be like,
broke.
huh?
Bad customer service, and you go broke.
That right
Yeah.
there.
I mean, because you can only
Yeah.
delete so many bad Google reviews before they be like,
Right.
hey, what happened?
You can
I
only
left you a
delete
comment
so
like that
many.
didn't go through.
For real. For real.
Oh, that is hilarious. Say, man, go send me you hear people all the time. Go send me the review, man. It's like, bro, I ain't even tasted your food. I don't even know what your food like.
Mm,
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know what you got. You know.
yeah.
And then they haven't talked to you in 5 years.
Right.
Who is this? Oh, yeah, man. What's going on? Yeah, man, I need you to put a review on my Yelp page. Bro,
Mm.
you asking for send me $50. I'll do it.
Instead, when you'd
Hey,
rather send somebody money. Like,
See how
man,
good it really is. You really making that money? Send me $50. I'll do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you should be able to afford it.
You should be able to afford it since you want me to review this.
Mhm.
And you ain't did no work in my house. Yeah, man, tell them I'm the best carpenter you know. No, I'm the best
Mm.
carpenter I know.
Really?
Jesus was a carpenter.
Wow. Hey, you was a fisherman too.
How
Yeah.
about that? How about that?
Mm.
Mhm. But yeah, man, that's what we um we redefine ourselves. Like I say, I like to always keep that in people's head that you are you are releasing the bad habits. Because if
Mm-hmm.
you keep on saying that I'm losing weight, I'm losing stuff, you always seem to find it. But if you
Right.
release the balloons in the air, you never get that balloon back. You can go buy some more, but you don't get that balloon back.
Right.
Right.
So we have to release these habits that we've created that our parents gave us. We release the habits that were instilled in us as little kids that we don't want to let go because, oh well, my grandmama told me this. Hey, your grandmama told you from a space
Mm-hmm.
where she was born at. And that space is not even relevant now. But the value system that you need to hold on to, you don't hold on to that.
Right.
The moral system that you need to hold
Right.
on to, you don't hold on to the value, morals, and principles, but you hold on to the foolishness. Oh, this is what we always cook ham. My grandmama always cooked ham. It's like that's what you got the parasites. But grandmama used to put pineapples and cloves on top of the ham too. You don't do that no more.
Right.
Because grandmama knew the cloves were gonna kill the parasites. But you
Mm-hmm.
don't do that because you don't know about healing yourself. All you know is about feeding yourself whatever people want. Just like that girl Stormy and her partner was. Girl, you got a plate, a fat plate. You gonna let people just give you anything? And that's what a lot of us do in this environment, man.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Sure.
shit, man. That's they thinking a lot is plentiful when it should
Mm-hmm.
be just the right things. The right nutrition is plentiful. If the plate don't have color on it, you got the wrong plate.
Right.
A lot of people get these brown plates. Nothing but meats, nothing but beans,
Mm-hmm.
nothing but rice, nothing, no, and then may have some potato salad. Ain't no
Mm-hmm.
green, give me some green peas or green string beans, and that's it.
Yep.
But I would rather have more of a green plate than a brown plate any day.
Yeah.
Put me some
That's
broccoli,
it.
put me some spinach, put me some kale. Sometimes not even, I don't even really want the kale unless it's mixed with something. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather
Right.
have one of them plates instead of, because like right now, all I've been doing is going to eat this, like on some days, I get me some cabbage and plantains. Man, they got some
Mm-hmm.
good cabbage at this one restaurant that I go to. But that's it. It's been no meat, no more meat. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? Cause that's what if
Right.
you know what's killing you and you steady eat it and you like shit, man, I gotta die from something. It means that environment has attacked you. That environment has got you
Yeah.
under a chokehold.
Mhm.
Yep. That's a
Your
battle you
environment
losing.
is running you. You running on autopilot because you can't let go of something that's gonna save your life.
Yeah. It's
Right.
like some of the students that I feed at LSU, and I have like a lot of Muslim students.
Mm.
You know, the whole halal, and it was kind of tricky when it comes to like halal. And totally off subject, but still relevant. So when it comes to like people wanting chicken, it's like, man, yeah, I love chicken. That's cool. Well, do you have halal chicken? Yeah, I do. Then well, I can only eat cassis now. I'm like, okay, cool. Mind you, you know what halal is, right? Where it's like the food that's being prayed over.
Right.
And
Okay.
so, huh?
I didn't know.
Oh yeah, so it's like the food that's been prayed over. But then a cassis chicken or cassis meat, period, it's chicken or protein that's been cut by hand. Like you can't like just put like a chicken like on a slicer and cut it
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
because they feel that every slice you will have to pray over versus like somebody just cutting everything. So I had to spend additional money for this special meat for these special fucking kids because they feel that the blessing doesn't go through it all.
Right.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
man, but I mean, needless to say, I tried it. It tastes great. I've tried Beyond Meat, Beyond Beef. I'm like, this is cool. I made cauliflower, buffalo cauliflower, because I was trying to do without food. I mean, protein. I'm like, okay, so I did the cauliflower toss in the buffalo sauce. I'm like, yo,
That's
this joint's
good, ain't it?
good. Yeah, I'm like,
Man,
they might be on to something.
they
But
own
Mm-hmm.
you something, bro. I made mine the other week, boy. I'm telling you. Woo!
I mean, just cauliflower with buffalo sauce.
And you
yeah,
put it in the oven, toss, or you
pour
can
that
Mm-hmm.
even,
butter.
or you can
It's good.
saute it even.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it's like the stuff
You-
is so good. And
Yeah.
then
I
the
didn't
next
try
day, I
that.
just went and had my regular buffalo wings, like the real chicken. Like, hey, I tried it though. So
Yep.
I mean, but the stuff is good.
Yeah, I had put some buffalo. Well, it wasn't buffalo sauce, but it was a little sauce that they had in this little Spanish store. It's a little bodega, as they call it in
Mm-hmm.
New York. But this little Spanish store, um, down the street here, and I put just about a pinch of it into the mix that I had.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
Man, I cooked that stuff in there. It had just the right amount of spice, but but I put the chia seeds and all that with it. Man, I'm telling you, that thing was fire.
what would you know about chia seeds? I had to do like these on different dishes that day at work.
Yeah.
And so I took a cucumber, sliced it into like a cucumber boat, and
Mm,
I had roasted chia seeds all through that for like
yeah.
Mm.
the vegan options. I'm still
Yeah.
sew that stuff up. I'm like,
I'm telling you.
all right,
I'm telling you. Boy,
Mm.
I've been on that vegan channel, man. I give me some. You gotta soak your walnuts, and then that's your ground beef. You
mhm,
put the walnuts. You can even put walnuts with the pumpkin seeds, whatever. But you
Mm-hmm.
soak all of that. Then you grind it up, blend it up. Then it turns into like ground meat.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Mike, stick around. You gonna learn
spaghetti.
something.
Then that's your
I
spaghetti
see.
right there. That has to be the spaghetti sauce. I mean, you put that in the
Man.
spaghetti sauce,
I
and then
remember
you
the
put.
first
That's
vegan
how you eat
lasagna I
spaghetti.
had. I'm like, bro, there's no way there's no meat in this thing. And that
Man,
thing
I'm
Wow.
telling you. I'm
good.
telling you. Boy, you gonna
Damn.
be. Hey, I'm telling you, a lot of people don't realize, man. You cook the right type of mushroom, or you cook the
Mm-hmm.
right walnuts, or it's all meat options out here besides impossible meat. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
You
why I
Right.
don't
love
have to
portobello
have
mushrooms.
impossible meat. You can actually eat something that's healthy for you. Like walnuts are good for the brain.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So
and then
you
they
you
shape like
put
a brain.
Yep.
exactly,
For real.
exactly.
Yep.
So you put the walnut, you boil the walnut, you soak the walnuts in water overnight. It softens them up just enough to where you can, when you blend them, it turns into
Mm-hmm.
like a ground meat texture. And it's the same thing with the mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? You get the right mushroom. I think the trumpet mushrooms are best, but you get those trumpet mushrooms and you slice them up into like shredded chicken. You can get
Mm-hmm.
you a fork and but you have to let these soak a little bit, and you get you shred them up a little bit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And then now you have shredded tacos.
yeah.
Wow.
That
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shiitake mushrooms.
yeah. Shiitake
Wow.
too.
Yep.
Yeah, man. All these things are from the environment, but you can be identified as a vegan. How about
Mm,
Yeah.
that? Yeah, man. We don't even
It
eat
even
the
sounds
environment.
good.
We
Yeah.
don't even eat from the environment anymore. That's where
Right.
right.
we messing up at. You know what I'm saying? We always eating from China. We eating food that's processed and passed on through 3 different companies before it's even put on the shelves in the grocery store.
For
Right.
real.
And I'm glad you mentioned that because we're eating things from China, but you can't like but they don't eat it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I'm like, it's like when they had a guy, I think it was the owner of McDonald's or one of those burger joints. He didn't even want to take a bite of his own burger.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that should tell you something right there.
Yeah.
But have y'all realized that the bread, bro, it sits on the shelf and doesn't mold?
Yeah.
I noticed that. I bought
That's
some
crazy.
bread. Like I had the bread over a month and it hadn't molded. And I'm like, what the hell? I remember it used to be, if you got bread and it's more than a week old, it was already
It
molded.
was molded already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I was
now it
looking
be
at
yeah,
some
sitting there a
bread.
month.
We bread been sitting on the counter.
Mhm.
It'll be at least a month and a half.
right. No mold on the bread.
None at all.
So we have to
Crazy.
watch what's in our environment, man. We don't even, it's like go to the farmer's market instead of the grocery store.
Mm,
Right.
We don't go to the farmer's market, and I know they have them every city,
Yeah.
but we so quick to jump into some fast food business and oh man, this was good. You don't even know what that tasted like, bro.
right.
Hmm.
You know,
Now what real food tastes like.
you don't know what real food tastes like because
Mhm.
everything is processed. Everything is so fast and quick.
Yeah.
It's like in a microwave. It has that damn danger sign in the middle of the damn thing, and we steady putting stuff in the
Right.
microwave.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nuking it
It's
up.
telling you radiation. It has a big old
Hmm.
radiation sign in the middle of the damn microwave, but we'll still throw something up in there and say, well, my food heated up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cooking all the chemicals
True.
into your food.
Chemical.
Right. Sure, the food itself is just a chemical, it seems.
Now it is.
Ain't nothing real in it no more.
When you read the packaging on it's like we can look at ChatGPT and put all the ingredients. What's healthy for me and what's not. Put all the
Hmm.
ingredients in there and then it'll tell you. Probably 1% of the ingredients in there is really what's good for you. Everything else is causing this, do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right.
no. When we start changing our mindsets, man, on how we really want to live, on really taking a stand for our own embetterment, it's like I don't know if embetterment is a word.
Betterment.
Sound good.
It sounded
Hey,
good, didn't it? We're
we
gonna
under
flow with it.
it
Yeah, we're
did.
gonna flow with it. Yeah, it sounded good. Yeah, betterment. Yeah, it's a good word.
Hmm.
And now the other day when I was at the store and I was looking at orange juice. I mean, because as a kid, like Sunny D, like they had the best promotions. Everybody wanted Sunny D. Like y'all know that's not really orange juice, right? But
Yeah.
Right.
had this stuff,
I don't even think there's orange in it.
right?
Not the
It
real
says
orange, at
orange
least.
flavor if you read it.
Hmm.
And I
Orange
mean, the
flavor.
thing that was in an orange drink, like it was in an orange juice bottle, but it just said orange drink. But it
Yeah.
was supposed to be orange juice. I'm like,
Right.
yeah, all right. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely Sunny D.
It,
Sunny D
it
is the
don't even
orange
taste
drink.
like orange juice.
Yeah, I remember
just,
Tang, man. Used to have the Tang,
yeah,
Yeah. Because the
stir it up.
astronauts used to drink it. Yeah, yep.
Ah!
I remember.
like bring back Delaware Punch.
I
Yeah,
don't know
Mm,
at least
what
we
that
knew what it
is.
was.
Hey, no, man.
mm.
Man, we used to have this thing called damn. But it came in a milk carton and it used to be just it was on the tip of my tongue. Jungle juice.
Mm.
Did y'all ever have jungle juice?
Yeah,
I've
I
heard
think,
of it. I've never had it though.
man, jungle juice, you can pour it on the concrete. It is that thing to be there through rain, sleet, and snow. Ain't there
Damn.
from nowhere. Yeah, that's we used to kill it though. Staining our insides up.
Shit. That's just like drinking Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
You
it's
gotta
worse than
want to
Coca-Cola.
get the corrosion off the battery, put some
Yeah,
Coca-Cola
it's
on it,
worse.
watch it eat that shit away.
Yeah, it's worse than Coca-Cola, I think. This here was staining us and did not pour. I'm telling you, bro, you can pour it on the concrete.
Wow.
And 2 years later, man, remember I wasted my juice right there? Yeah.
Damn.
The sun wasn't knocking that up. You know how the sun usually fades stuff out. Boy, this Texas heat.
Hmm.
That jungle juice was still on the concrete.
Wow.
We'll laugh at it and keep on drinking.
Yep. Yep. Tastes good. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Mm.
That was it, man. The
Wow.
environment, man. That's what I tell people all the time, man. We can't, but I had a question, right?
Hmm.
To these guys I be hanging with a little bit, dude. And I asked the dude, they say, man, would you keep growing? And then when you get to a certain point, would you go back and try to grab your friends that you really care about? Jungle juice. Look at that. That was it.
Wow. You still drinking
Yeah.
it?
Me? Oh, nah, homie. Don't
Nah.
judge me. Continue.
Hey, I can't judge. I ain't never had it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Just know it's good.
That's when it was good. But I
Mm,
asked him, would you go back and get your friends? And dude was like, only the ones who would really want to, who really want to be, who really want to elevate. Because I heard Snoop Dogg say, man, what do you do? That's a reporter asked him, man, it's like, do you ever think about, your friends? He's like, yeah, but I can't go back down there. Because if I go back down there, I lose my spot up here. I'm
mm.
already up here. What do I look like going back this way to try to save somebody who don't even want to be saved?
That's a good point.
Either you gonna just be like, see, you know what? Let me follow some of the steps so I can at least catch up a little bit. Or you're
Yeah,
gonna be like, man, that dude just done blew up. He larger than life. I ain't got time for that. I ain't finna do that. What you ain't finna do. You always see a lot of people always speak about what they not gonna do
yeah,
instead of taking the time to learning and doing the things that they need to do.
yeah. That's true. That's a big problem too. They do that all the time.
Don't want to learn.
That's too much
Lazy.
work. I ain't doing that.
Like Jim Rohn say, don't be lazy in your learning.
Right.
Mm,
But we
true.
done got so comfortable with these devices, with the Apple, with this and with that. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to do nothing.
Right.
We cool where we at. And that's cool with me because that means I get to meet new people. I get to
Right.
elevate. I get to keep growing. I get to see the world in a different light.
Yeah.
It's not a
But
poverty lens in my head no more. Now it's
yeah.
abundance lenses in my eyes. Because I said this environment is not going to define me.
And there's a lot of people. I was talking with a guy earlier today. This guy, we was talking about traveling. And it was like, you know, it's like if you go to a different country or even just in another part of your own city and see something different, you're always going to have people like, I don't like this, or they try different food. I don't like that. It's
Yeah.
like their mentality, they don't want nothing different. They
No.
don't want to change. Like I used to see people go to Germany, they'd be like, yo, I want a McDonald's. Let me go get a burger. Like, why would you go to a foreign country and want to eat American food? You
Right.
eat the same shit every day. Why would you even think that you want the same shit you can get every day when you're on
Yeah.
vacation in a different country? They don't
That's
even
what
want
it,
to try it. I'm like,
that's what
that
it,
doesn't even
that's
make any
what it, no,
sense.
no growth,
Yeah,
no
they don't want
change.
anything different. So how can you go back to help somebody that's like that?
Yeah.
All they're going to want is for you. They're going to feel entitled because, oh, you coming back to help, or you going to give me this? No,
Mm-hmm.
not give it to you. I will help you to get to where I am, but you got to show that you want to at least get there.
They
It's like
don't
me
want
paying for a business for my nephew to get started because he got shot. The cop doing the Canada Glove stuff.
yeah.
Him and his wife used all the products. Ain't sold nothing. But then called me a couple of months later talking about, can I borrow $200?
I just gave you
I'm like,
$400 worth of product.
yeah. Like, man, like,
It
I'm
took all the
sorry, I
product.
ain't got it. Yeah. They used it themselves and they're talking about, can you loan me?
Don't
Hell
get
no.
high off
And
your
so you
own
just showed
supply.
me.
Yeah.
Say, I'll help you. I told him I will help you if you really want to do it. Yeah, Unc, I got it. I can do it. Okay. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man, he wasn't on none of the Zooms or nothing. I'm like,
That
yo, what's
lets you
up with
know
you? Why
right
you ain't
there.
show up on the Zoom? All right. Well, I've done all I can for you.
You
Don't
still do
bother
Canada
asking me
Globe?
for nothing else. Huh?
Yeah.
You still do Canada Globe?
Not really.
Oh.
I still got a bunch of products, and since I don't use the stuff with THC, it's just here.
Oh.
Man, you might well take it outside, give it to your people in the ride when you
Just
go
start, yeah, just start giving
when
it
you go
away.
yeah, when you go on the
Yeah,
route. Say, man, give me a 5-star and I'll shoot you this cigar right here, man. You go.
yeah. Hey, y'all still doing Tava?
Yeah, I'm finna get back into it, man, because I got people asking me about some detoxes. I just
Yeah.
want to do something.
I still got detox, but what I need is the damn Valet 30.
Oh,
Oh,
they have it.
That was the
they had a
best damn
sale
And
the
they had
other
a
day.
sale on it.
multivitamin ever.
It went down
Yep.
on price too.
Yeah,
Both of y'all still on it?
What?
yeah,
Valley 30,
I'm
yeah, I
on it.
still drink it.
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got to get some more tea though.
I
Hmm.
could probably get reinstated. I just got to go back. I got to
Oh,
figure
you
out how
can,
to go
but
back and do it.
yeah.
But no,
Like
they
there's a
got a
link.
different. It's a different website now. You can't. It ain't Tava no more. It's a lifestyle now. It's a
Yeah.
lifestyle outlet now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
That's
ain't
what the
Tava.
name of it is?
Yeah, it's a lifestyle.
Because you just like go to the website, order your stuff as independent, and shit, they just send it to you. You can order like your own stuff from your like if you run out and you want like your personal supply, you can go
Right.
and
Hmm.
like you still earn like
Yeah.
a $20 commission or whatever, but
Ain't no.
it's
Ain't no. Is it
But
still a comp plan? Do they still got the comp plan and all that?
not like that.
Right. Yeah, I
Not
don't
like
think
that.
they got the. You just got products now. They just got products now.
Yeah.
shit, that'll work
But
because
I
that's all
still
I
got
want.
my gear, man.
Yes.
I was just looking at my Tava shirt over here. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
But I want the Valet 30. That was the best multivitamin I ever had, man.
They're
I
telling
couldn't
you, bro.
find none, and
It's
no
nothing
other
like
company has it.
Valet 30.
Yeah, and the flare. Those that was my go-to right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get tired, you can go to Valet 30
Mm,
and be on it.
Hmm?
for real. And that flare, I could be dog tired driving the truck, pop
Yeah.
that flare, and I'm good to go.
Nah, that
Just
was a
keep
good. That's
right
I'm
on
telling you,
driving.
they had some great products. It just had bad management at the time. It was a bunch of chiefs, not enough
Yeah.
Indians
Hey, one
in
y'all
that group.
send me the just the name of the company. I'll go ahead or either send me your link.
Yeah, I'll
Either
send
way.
you the where you can just order from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't have a link. They don't, that's what I'm saying. There's not that type of company anymore.
Oh, so
It's
they're
just
not
where you
doing like a
go.
network market. You just go and order what you want.
Right, right. Yeah.
Okay, that works. That would
Yeah.
be now if that was still going, I would go back to that because those products really were good.
Well, the products are there,
Yeah,
but the organization is not there.
gotcha.
It's just Shantae and Kenny with their products. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you in a company, when you running a business, you done ordered hundreds of thousands of products. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So at one point,
Yeah.
you selling off the shelf like it's dope. Because everybody, but now it's just like that right now because of Shantae.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She's the one out there with it on her page, and she's and then people really rock with her like that, because she's a
Gotcha.
good person. She's really a good person. Kenny a good person, but
Yep.
Kenny's business minded. Shantae is just like, hey man, I rock with you, you rock with me. I show you products, and I have these products. Do you want to buy them? Yes or no? I ain't got time to say you nothing.
Right. Hey,
Yeah,
that works for me.
yeah, and it's
I
like I
ended up
said.
throwing away like
Yeah,
30 bottles.
the best vitamins I done ever had, man. So it's like
Yeah.
I've been buying the vitamin. Well, I had to get back. I had to buy some more, but I had used all the vitamins. But I need to get some teas and the vitamins because I have
Yeah.
people that's asking for detox. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
that's why I said I have to get back off into the detox part of that because I
Yeah. I
remember, man, we
still.
was detoxing 3 times a week, taking the
Yep.
vitamins and everything. I was healthy I was for real healthy. So that's
And
what
I
that
still
is.
got that. I still got coffee and detox. But I
You
threw
got
away
coffee?
like about damn near 30. Yeah. I threw away like 30 bottles of the Valley 30 because it did all expired.
They still good?
When I moved, no, I threw them away. Because I had
God,
moved from New York down here and then the stuff being out in the heat,
I would have
it
kept
wasn't
them,
no
bro.
good.
You can't spoil vitamins. Vitamins don't spoil. They had to put an
Yeah.
expiration date because business purposes. You didn't never get a bad vitamin.
Man, if I'd have known that,
Yeah, vitamins don't go
I threw
bad.
all that shit away. I'm like, damn, I hate throwing it away. But and
Yeah,
they was like a year past the expiration date already.
yeah. Well, yeah,
Too
man, I'm
bad.
gonna go out with this right here very quick, and then we're gonna let you do it. It says, environment forms you, identity defines you. Environment pressures you, identity directs you. Environments
Mm,
can limit your options. Identity can change your future.
mm,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
What you got for us?
I got so many options today
Uh-oh.
because I did a breakdown, but I'm gonna go with your environment may have introduced you to struggle, but your identity determines whether you stay there. You are not just a reflection of where you've been. You are a declaration of who you decide to become.
Yeah. That's poetic. Poetic justice.
Hmm.
Come on with it. But
That's
yeah,
it.
man, it's been another great episode of the Elite Mancast. And we're gonna see y'all next week doing the same thing with some more great topics, man. Some more great
That's it.
conversation. Peace.
This was a good
Appreciate
one.
you.
Peace.
Yes,
Have a
sir.
good one, bro.